So after saying he wishes Sydney Starr would have, um, I guess hooked up with him instead of, I guess, the young man who she's accused with, and then saying that he was willing and happily going to go into a prison cell with a bunch of men who now are women but were born men while in the LA County Jail. Jay Hood is telling us about the gay boy gangsters. So let's get into that.
Well, who did I see interviewed X-Rated? Was it?
That wasn't me.
You know who X-Rated is?
Yeah.
From
A dude from up north?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They stabbed him on SNY yard.
Oh.
Hell
okay,
yeah.
I didn't know that. I didn't know he got stabbed, but I didn't know.
On SNY yard.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Northern Riders. It's an SNY gang called Northern Rider.
Yeah, they got a lot of dropout gangs. Crazy.
Hell yeah. Because you gotta shit, Northern Riders, that shit I don't even know if you can consider that a dropout gang.
Why you say that? They ain't.
Because shit, they on the streets and they beef with Northerners on the streets, and it's people who were never Northerners. So how would they drop out? In order to be a dropout, you gotta be, you know what I'm saying?
So these were guys that just automatically went to PC because they didn't want to deal with the politics, is what you're saying?
No, what I'm saying is, I heard, I'm not from up north, but I heard it's whole gangs that are rider gangs, Northern Rider gangs.
Are you serious?
Yes, and when young people, they get put on Northern Riders on the streets.
Damn.
So they never been to juvenile, they never been to county jail or prison. So how are they a dropout if they 16 and they automatically, this is what they believe in? Like, you feel me? Like New Flower. And then like, I'm just saying that's what I heard. And they basically said, and the Northern Riders, they like basically have the same ideology as the Bulldogs. They like drop out Northerners. Just like the Fresno Bulldogs, they drop out Northerners. So.
They don't go to PC though, do they?
Who, Fresno Bulldogs?
Yeah.
Hell no.
Right.
Hell no. But they have the same ideology, same identity, same reasoning. They both were formed to step back from the Northern Familia and, to oppress the Northern Familia because they were tired of oppression. So that's why I say you can't really call them no dropout gang. And they get shit, and they stabbing and killing and all that. The Northern Riders, they doing all that. A lot of these SNY gangs is out, they really doing that. They killing people. It's a gang called Zapatista. They're not playing. They not playing.
What about, I heard that there was like gay gangs.
Yeah, gay boy gangsters, GBG.
Yes, in prison, bro, that's crazy.
For sure it is. But it's a gay gang, yeah. Hell yeah, that shit. I heard about that shit too, it's real. Yeah, that shit real. That's weird, huh?
Gay boy gang.
He was finna tell you a story and then he paused and he caught himself.
All that.
Jay Hood seemed like he done did some little freaky things in the jail. I ain't gonna front, bro. Because he thought about something, scratched his head and said, nah, I shouldn't say that.
A lot of these SNY gangs is out, they really doing that. They killing people. It's a gang called Zapatista. They're not playing. They not playing.
What about, I heard that there was like gay gangs.
Yeah, gay boy gangsters, GBG.
Yes, in prison, bro, that's crazy.
For sure it is. But it's a gay gang, yeah. Hell yeah, that shit.
But it's a gay gang, yeah. Yeah, let me just stop. Yeah. All right, Jay Hood, you gotta, go ahead, let them know something.
I heard about that shit too, it's real. Yeah, that shit real. That's weird, huh?
Gay boy gangsters, bro, what the fuck is that, man?
It's a tough guy who gay. That's all you. But it sounds crazy, but it really makes sense. You gotta really think about it, like, growing up, who is made fun of the most, the gay boys. So why wouldn't it be only right for a group, for the people who've been oppressed and made fun of their whole life to come stick together and defend one another, you know?
They gotta defend themselves too, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, they tough.
J Hood is never a dull moment with J Hood, huh?
Tough. They don't care. You gotta think, what do they have to lose?
Nothing.
Yeah.
They don't give a fuck. Like, man, you go to jail, you gonna miss wifey, you gonna miss they ass right here, they're not even tripping. You feel me? Dick right here. They're not even tripping.
Damn, they're side dudes in jail.
Yeah.
They're just going to visit their side dude for a couple years.
So, like, not tripping? Ass right here.
Damn. I mean, sheesh.
Well, I see you, big homie CC be on some shit. He be on some CIA file. Like, this nigga a street nigga. But just cause you a street dude don't mean you don't know what's going on. He might know you believe him?
Yeah, that's the homie, for sure.
Yeah, he good pupils.
Yeah.
With his content, but I'm saying you think, cause he said nobody is planning past 2027. So something this big is happening. I'm like, what you mean nobody? He said nobody of substance, like no major company or is making any type of plans past 2027.
You know, when Roswell took place.
Now, this whole situation is crazy. Like, the whole back and forth with J Hood and this little whatever. They'll get into big homie CC. That's a whole different conversation. But, you remember J Hood had, the conversation where he was talking about he almost accidentally, let him tell it, went into a space designated for men who like men and or men who would prefer to be women in the county jail. J Hood, by his own admission, said that he almost accidentally, quote unquote, went into that space. Now, he's also, been leaked by the No Jumper, when it comes to the back and forth of the Sydney Star situation. I'm trying to be careful when I say this. It's his preferred choice that he wished that Sydney Star, the man who was born a woman and now is living life as a man, would have chosen him to accost, not that younger individual. And now you have this conversation about the GBG. So with that all being said, man, I'm going to go ahead and drink some holy water. Red dots to the left, you know the rest. Say the prayer, and I'll be blessed, and you'll be blessed. We go.